to stay in the league, but you know, unfortunately for him, they got an opportunity to bounce back next year.
OK, so Burnley relegated, but a very, very important 3 points in return to winning ways for Tottenham, courtesy of Mickey van der Ven, who is waiting to speak to us now at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Mickey, well played. How important was that goal from you today?
Yeah, I think really important. We lost now 4 games in a row, and I think these 3 points are really important for us.
Was there a sense of relief the way that second half was going?
Yeah. I think the first half we also played quite well, but yeah, they scored out of a counter-attack where we know before the game that if we lost the ball, they will counter. And I think the second half we had the control the whole game. I didn't even think they created something, but yeah, then it's important to score also.
Mickey, I think you've been outstanding this year. For me, you've been the player of the season for Tottenham. Are you looking forward to possibly being in the Champions League next season?
Thank you very much, and yeah, hopefully the next upcoming 2 games we can both get the 3 points out of it, and we can see where it's going to end this season.
And in terms of Tuesday night, that's going to be an enormous game now against the champions.
Yeah, we saw today also that City is an unbelievable team. They play really good football, but it's up to us to show our own football, and hopefully we can keep the 3 points at home.
Mickey, very well played today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mickey van der Ven, the hero of that game at Spurs. And the immediate reaction for you live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They are still in with a in that first half, had their moments today as well.
Well, they've had their moments this season, I think, especially in an attacking point of view. I think if they had maybe an out-and-out goal score, perhaps they put some of the chances away. They might be in a stronger position. But yeah, I mean, it was a huge day for Burnley, of course it was. I mean, Sanderberg is really well in midfield and drives in midfield, sort of rides 3 or 4 different tackles even. Then he has the awareness to pick out, you know, Brun Larsen for the goal, and it's a fantastic finish. And again, that gives the whole team a lift, doesn't it? You get your nose in front, gives you confidence, gives you belief that, you know what, this could be our day. We could get 3 points, but again, defensively they were poor. But take nothing away from this finish. You know, they'll be incisive straight through the middle of Tottenham's defence, and it's a really good finish.
That goal was exactly what they was doing all season in the Championship last year. But when it comes off, it looks brilliant. Play out from the goalkeeper, but they give so many goals away from playing out. And this is Pedro Porro at his best, driving forward, thickening up the midfield, recognising when to go forward, very dynamic, and he smashes that one past Modric before he could even see it. But that is him at his best. You ask him to defend and you see a different outcome. But this is what he's good at. And Ange Postecoglou, credit to him, he's recognised that. Him and Ndoggy, who's out injured at the moment, they are very good at that, thickening up the midfield and playing on the front foot, exactly what the manager wants from them.
And for the 7th time this season, Spurs come from behind to win. And what a fella this has been at both ends of the pitch this season. What a signing.
That finish is unbelievable. The way he steps around it and uses O'Shea as... See, he loses him as a shield. He steps around it. He's a big guy, 6'5". You know, good footwork there, and he knows the goalkeeper has absolutely no chance because he sees it too late. But the way he opens up that space around O'Shea, brilliant finish from Mickey van der Ven. And as I said to him, that is the player of the season for me for Tottenham. What a find he has been.
Yeah, in terms of Burnley, when they reflect, what do you think they might think they could have done better over the period of these 37
I don't know.
games?
I don't think there was ever a plan B. You know, when Tim mentioned come through the Championship, and yes, they played out from the back, played through the thirds, and it was brilliant on the eye, and no one could live with them in the Championship. But it's a different kettle of fish when you come to the Premier League. They played themselves into so much trouble this year, and I just felt at times maybe Vinny had to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and say, well, we can't play out against Man City or Liverpool or all these amazing high-pressing teams in the Premier League. Let's miss out the press. Be a bit more direct to one of the strikers and try and build in the opposition half, because how many times have we stood on here or week by week and said so many goals are avoidable, you know, playing in the wrong areas?
He will get rewarded on the continent. They will look at European teams who say, well, no, we like a manager who sticks to his principles. He stuck to his principles, and I think he was too stubborn with that. I mean, Shay's absolutely right. Sometimes you have to take the pressure off your defenders by getting it to your forward players and give them a little bit of a breather. Nick free kicks, get some corners high up the field. Gives your defence a little bit of a rest. Unfortunately, they're all part of the play, they're all part of the build-up, they're all really expansive in their movements, and when you get the ball away, you're wide open, you get punished in the Premier League. You do not get away with it in the Championship, and they'll find it again next year. You get away with it, and you run past every team, and you'll walk over the league again. This is not the Championship, this is the Premier League. Every mistake will get punished. He decided to change the goalkeeper. I know, interesting why he did it with a month to go or 6 weeks to go at the end of the season. Rurik done all right when he come in. He also made a really big error in one of the games. And it's not his fault. I'm not pinpointing that, but I think the manager has to take a lot of responsibility for the way he set his team up, because the teams who have gone down, I would say only Rob Edwards comes out of it with any praise. I know they're not relegated at the moment, but it looks like they're going to be very close to it. But with that group of players, with the budget what they had and the players in the squad, he's done an amazing job, but it won't get recognised because they've still got relegated, which was the objective to stay in the league. Unfortunately for him, he's done a great job, Rob Edwards, but I can't say the same about Vinny Company and Sheffield United's couple of managers.
OK, no problem. Let's begin our roundup of what happened else. And taking the lead in impressive fashion, you love Sander Berge here.
Yeah, I mean, he does really well in midfield. You know, Tim is probably a bit disappointed in some of the tackles, I think, from the Tottenham point of view. But again, he's strong. You know, Dom mentions in commentary how strong he is in the tackle. He rides a few tackles. And then now can he get his head up and make that all-important pass? And he does, and it's a brilliant pass. And Burnley get their nose in front. It's a fantastic goal from Bruno Larson. But again, look, Steve, he's nice and calm when he gets past that last tackle. A brilliant pass and 1v1 situation, and Bruno Larson sticks it away.
What about from Tottenham's point of view?
Yeah, not great. We waited all season to see why they play out from the back and take so many risks. They give so many goals away, and they've shown us for the second last game of the season. Played through the press. Pedro Porro showed the good and bad of what he does. Defending, he's no good. Going forward, he's excellent. You know, he's dived in there on the halfway line. Yeah, Sander Berge does well, and he finds the pass, and it's a good finish from Bruno Larson. The best of Pedro Porro is to come. Get him forward. I think Ange absolutely recognises this. That's why all of the time he's in the final third. When he picks the ball up, he goes at the right time. He's got real good pace and energy, and he drives forward, and this is what he's good at. Outstanding. I'm not sure the goalkeeper should do better, but he hits it so well. And then he shows everyone the love for the club, kissing the badge again. Brilliant.
Yeah, I was just looking at Muric in goal, Steve, here, you know, behind the goal. He does hit it really well, take nothing away from you know, Porro's goal, but I just think I'll be a little bit disappointed with Muric not to get beaten out the near post. If he goes across to the far post, I think he's got more of an argument, but I think he should save that perhaps.
And this is a scoreline that doesn't suit either club at the moment. We've got a hell of a second half to come.
Not really, yeah. I think both sides look dangerous on the attack. I think the weak part of both sides is the defence. I just think Tottenham might have a bit much quality in the final third and put them away in the end. But, you know, I'm wishful thinking here.
Burnley going to have to take any more opportunities they have. Coutinho had one that you thought he might have done a little bit better with.
Yeah, I mean, they've had their chances. I think they've maybe 4 shots on goal. It's not like they've gone there to Tottenham and sat back. And, you know, it's a very good save from Vicario. This was early on as well, Steve. It's a brilliant save, and then his defenders helps mop him up. But he's been a really good signing this year, Vicario. I really like him a lot. Yeah, there's some questions when balls put on top of him from crosses and stuff, you know, but when it comes to shot stopping and making big saves, that's another huge save from Vicario.
And that is why it is 1-1 in our featured game. Elsewhere, some very important ones as well.
تستمر الإثارة مع انطلاقة الشوط الإضافي الأول بعدما عجز الفريقين عن حسم هذه المواجهة في وقتها الأصلي. انطلاقة هجومية، خيارات متعددة في الثلث الأمامي. فان دايك والتدخل الناجح هنا في الاعتراض. جورجي هاجي والتسديدة ترتد بعد أن اعترض الطريق والحارس يتصدى للكرة. أوستون وتغيير في الاستحواذ الآن. دقيقة واحدة كوقت بديل في المباراة. أوستون الآن ينتهي الشوط الإضافي الأول والتعادل مستمر بين الفريقين. نبدأ الآن الشوط الإضافي الثاني وآخر ربع ساعة في عمر هذه المباراة. كرة خطيرة للتقدم في النتيجة. كرة مقطوعة، محاولة بتتخلص بشكل ممتاز. برافو في اللقطة. كرة بتروح من فوكسز. اللحظات الأخيرة وهدف التقدم لو أنت من هذه الكرة. تصدي مثالي. ضربة ركنية على اعتاب النهاية، فرصة للتقدم وتسجيل هدف الفوز في المباراة. ركنية تنفذ في منتصف ال 18. هنا ممكن فرصة بعد ضغط عالي ناجح. دفاع من العمق والتزام أيضا بالمراكز. تدخل مثالي داخل ال 18. موقف صعب مع هذه الضغوطات. فان دايك، اللاعب يستمر في أرضية الملعب والحكم يعطي الأفضلية. دقيقة واحدة وقت مضاف بدل ضايع. مخالفة، لكن السؤال هل سيخرج البطاقة أم لا؟ بعد نهاية الأشواط الإضافية الآن نلجأ إلى ركلات الترجيح لحسم نتيجة هذا اللقاء. والآن تبدأ الدراما مع أول ركلة ترجيح. الكرة في الشباك، اختيار موفق من اللاعب، يضع الكرة في المكان السليم. الله على التنفيذ، الكرة في المرمى، التنفيذ مميز لركلة الترجيح. يا رباه، الله على التنفيذ، ركلة ترجيح بثقة كبيرة. يا عيني على الكرة، يضع الكرة في الشباك. ركلة في المرمى. التركيز مطلوب في تنفيذ ركلات الجزاء. ثقة كبيرة، وداها وين والفريق ناوي على وين. على التصدي من إليسون بيكر، ردة فعل غير عاد، حولها إلى الشباك. ركلة ترجيح حساسة للغاية، لو ضاعت لن تكون هناك فرصة أخرى. يظهر ويخطف الأضواء الآن. يا له من تصدي ويا لها من لحظة. ركلة الترجيح ابتسمت لهم بعد تألق حارس المرمى.
ماشي مشكلة عادي.